When we talk about Mayor, we obviously talk about Mudville, and when we talk about Mudville, we obviously talk about its Irish heritage. And as many of you know, the Irish first came to Holliston and settled in Mudville with the building of the railroad during the 1850s. And in 1856 was the first reference to that little area down by the tracks known as Mudville. And the Irish were new, they were oppressed, and they persevered. And we live as, I don't know, living testimony to their hard work and devotion, and we like to think that we've advanced somewhat during the past 150 years. Typically, we have a member of our team, Jimmy Pipes Cormier, who performs a song called Ode to Mudville, and he couldn't be here, so not to hurt your ears with my singing of it, and I think being the only one who knows the words on the team, I will recite before we depart. But what is fitting and fits in with today is we will come back to Mudville. We are going down to Hartford, but 'twas in 1856 that Mudville first came to be. By the sweat of Irish labor, it was carved from earth and sea. When the children of the famine, the Irish, asked their elders, the selectmen, for some more, they said, "No, go back to Mudville, for it's there you must endure." Well, derided and insulted, we stood steadfast, proud and tall, and we built our lives on family and on throne and batted ball. Our whole life has been a blessing. I forget the next line. Our whole life has been a blessing, and although we travel far, we will come back to Mudville because it's closest to our heart. And with that, we bid you adieu.
Two out of three, right?
And this is the first time that they've lost 2 games in a row.
It's a great thing. I think I made over 300, like 330. It was, I don't know, do you do quilting? Do you know what the trip around the world pattern is?
So, you know, I figured I've got to step up to the plate as the mayor and try to take some of these good ideas and institute them right down in Mudville. So, on Monday, St. Patrick's Day, I'd like to let the selectmen know that the village of Mudville is seceding from the state of Massachusetts. I don't know if there's any, well, there are some Mudville people here. Nancy, and this is right up your alley now, because I know the people in Mudville are going to have sewerage concerns. You know, we're going to be cut off from the town of Holliston. You know, we might probably not have to go by the Title V rule. But I want to let you know, if you have a cesspool, a cistern, you know, even a tank, that if you have them now, I'm going to let you keep them. If you like Camp Saul sewage coming down, you can keep him. We're going to have the Andrews School in our district. We no longer have to wait for the town of Holliston to get some deed from something that happened 90 years ago. We get the town historian, who is She's no longer going to be the town historian because she lives right in Mudville. She actually looked up some records. We found some relatives. We've got the deed. No problem. Problem solved. We're going to be commandeering the highway department. It's in Mudville. We've decided to put some slots in there at a casino. And we're going to have a ramp right down from the rail trail right in the back. We'll no longer be using American money. You've heard of the Bitcoins? We're going to have mud coins. Kevin Conley was the one that came up with naming the park down there by CBS, Blair Square. I think they picked it just because it rhymed. We will no longer be going outside of Framingham Union. I'm setting up a new thing, and it rhymes too. It's going to be called Blair Care. You know, and I'm stepping up to the plate with all, you know, you heard about Delahunt there getting in the pot business. I mean, a politician, for crying out loud. So I've decided to have my own pot dispensary right at my house. There'll be no honor jar for this one. We're going to have a little toll system on the rail trail. You know, I know everybody hates to pay tolls and everything, but I'm going to make you this promise right now, that when the improvements are done to the rail trail, you will no longer have to pay that toll. We let this leak out nationwide, right? Disney is now interested in having a water theme park at the Point.